So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Set to go to work for the first time. And they're led by the man who waited his turn, the 2020 first-rounder, Jordan Love. A quick slant, looked in by Watson.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Throwing on second down, Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
We had a couple of his games early in his career, and of course, all the way to his days back in college, his athleticism jumps off the screen. But Mike, these last couple years, his development as a true passer, his ability to operate from the pocket, that's what's really taken his game to this MVP level. And tell you what, we didn't think there was a lot more things that he could do on a football field, and it seems like every year he's proven otherwise.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Another run here with Mitchell, and he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up third and 6.
Back to throw, Jackson. They try to set up the screen to Mitchell. The screen works for 10 yards and a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
So, first and 10 here now at the 38. In motion comes Andrews. Jackson now to throw on first down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Off the play fake, Jackson. He's going to put it up, take a shot for Hopkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Jackson up top again. That's complete. He got it to Hopkins. 14 yards on that pass play there. Good for a Raven first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Look him up on a second down and 8.
Brings up second and 8.
Hopkins sent in motion. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down. Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And this ball incomplete on third down.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
Jordan Love and the rest of the Packer offense ready for their next possession. He's building a case for the MVP. He is the leader in the NFL in touchdown passes as we move into the back half of the season. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here. Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
And on third down, that ball incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Ravens offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Mitchell. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. On play action, here's Jackson. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
What really stood out about that last play is the job the quarterback did keeping his eyes downfield despite the pocket collapsing around him. He was able to shake off that first guy, but by the time he did, allowed the rest of that rush to get home, and they were able to clean things up.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Still third down.
On third down, Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. He'll look for Mitchell out of the backfield. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Packers' 27-yard line.
A give up the middle for Mitchell. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 4-yard line.
They'll send a tight end in motion. Play action now. Jackson. Oh, he feels the pressure, and he'll go down back at the 6.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed, so give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Bateman is the motion man. And he will take it in himself. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll take this up, working towards the 1st down mark. He gets 5, but is just a little short of the 1st down. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Third and a yard. We'll go play action with Love. He's got a man. That's Watson. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Love. Catch is made by Romeo Doubs.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains. This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
On comes the punter now, as he is on to punt for Green Bay. They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And he continues to show off his ability to run with the football when the situation calls for it. He is the NFL's leader in rush yards at the quarterback position. A 1st down throw for Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And he's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. 2nd and a yard.
At the 21-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. He'll get this out to his running back.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
To throw is Jackson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. He'll come up now for second down and 4.
At the 32-yard line.
On the zone read, it's Mitchell. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Here now, 3rd and 5. Now, Jackson. They'll look to set up the screen here. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down.
The best time to call a screen is when the defense is anticipating pass. Allow that defensive front to rush the passer. Just get through the offensive line enough before you drop it to your back. Get out behind those big offensive linemen and pick up the first down.
A throw, left side, caught by Andrews.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Jackson now on second down. Right back to Andrews. He's got another one. He's going to get forward for about 5 yards, but this one might be coming back. Let's check in with the referee. Now Lamar going to hang on to it. Yeah. A big play there on second down, but we do have a flag on the field. And that's in an area where usually this play gets erased. On the ground, here's Mitchell. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Isaiah Simmons comes up to end that one. 3rd and long. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
Here's Jordan Stout now, and he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. This kick hangs up, and a fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. The Packers offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. Here's Love. Toward the middle. That one caught by Watson. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. To throw is Love. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense, and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball. The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
He'll work forward for a couple. Roquan Smith there to bring him down. Second down and 8. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hands, and results in a completion. I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on fourth down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on fourth down.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll motion a tight end right. Jackson now to throw on first down. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
Holding offense.
Back to throw, Jackson. This one complete to Bateman.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Second down, Jackson. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Third and long.
Brings up third down and 13.
To the air one more time with Jackson. And this ball incomplete on third down. Rashad Bateman, the intended target. And it's going to lead to fourth down. Here's their punter now, as he's on to punt for Baltimore. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Packers offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Here's Love. And that is incomplete.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime. Love to throw it on first down. He'll take off again. That's a timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Love to throw on 1st and 10. And this time the rush gets home. And down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing is Love. And Marlon Humphrey is there, and he picks it off. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Ravens going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touched back, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. On first down, it's Love. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. The Ravens were led in that first half by who else? The former MVP, Lamar Jackson. He was able to take it in himself for the game's only touchdown. And you wonder if this coaching staff will ask him to do a bit more the rest of the way.
Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Tylan Wallace now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Ravens offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. Their lead is 10. They go back to work trying to add to it. It begins with first down. Throw over the middle, brought in by Hopkins. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, a run with Mitchell. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. 1st and 10. They'll go again with Mitchell. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. Whoa! And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
When this offense is really in gear, Mike, a lot of it is because of the ability of Lamar Jackson running the football. He is what makes this thing go. You can see why.
Hopkins sent in motion. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. The left side into the hands of Hopkins. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Encroachment, defense. Still first down.
So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's caught. It's the tight end, Andrews. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. One of the tight ends motions right. A first down throw for Jackson. Quick throw here is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. A tight end in motion now. A run here with Mitchell. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Here's a run. He slams it in there, and he is in. Rasheen Ali. Touchdown, Baltimore. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. He is the NFL leader in rushing to this point in the season, so he's hoping to put together a solid second half to try to take home the title. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs, and he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Love. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
On the ground, it's Jacobs. And he'll get this across midfield as he's brought down, following a pickup of 5. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to
Neutral
jump?
zone infraction, defense. Automatic 1st down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now Jacobs has some room inside the 30. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Neutral zone infraction, defense. Still 2nd down.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. A run up the middle with Jacobs. still keeping the legs moving, somehow managing to turn that into a gain. Here's 3rd and 2. Love. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Now return coming from the 7th. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Ravens offense getting set to get back to work. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He's got his tight end. It's Andrews. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Flags coming. Looks like there was movement on the right side of the O-line.
Offense.
On play action, here's Jackson. And this throw batted away and incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins was the intended target for that one. It's 2nd down. Bateman is the motion man. Jackson now on 2nd down. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Again, it's Jackson. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
At their own 17-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Dobbs headed in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Love. Right side, catch made by Dobbs. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 23-yard line.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to
Neutral zone
jump?
infraction. Defense. Automatic 1st down.
Back to throw is Love. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Running is Jacobs. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5.
A 5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Green Bay.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Quick throw, taken in, and he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Packers.
To throw is Love. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. second down. Jacobs. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Third and 9. Now Love. He'll try to run for it. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
And that just can't happen. Third and long, just understand, contain the ball, rally tackle, just get the ball carrier on the ground. Not only not able to get to him inside the pocket, he's able to extend the play with his legs and pick up a huge, long first down.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Luke Musgrave, the tight end, was the intended target there. And it'll lead to a second down. Here's Love. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
On third down, they go with Jacobs. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line.
Offside.
Fourth
Defense.
down coming up.
Still third down.
Penalty yardage made this much easier to convert. They now face 3rd and 2. Here's Love to throw. He's got a man. That's Watson. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. To throw is Love. This one caught at the 4. And he will score. Game on. Tucker Kraft. Touchdown, Green Bay. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. This returnable for Wallace. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Ravens offense ready for this next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. In motion comes Andrews. On 1st and 10, Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. One of the tight ends in motion right. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Play action now. Jackson. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
So now, out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Nixon on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Packers offense running back Josh Jacobs heading back on the field, and he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. Now a loose football. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
Well, fortunately for this quarterback, Mike, thanks to the alert play by one of his teammates, they're going to prevent this from being a turnover. It's just so hard as the quarterback. You're trying to keep your eyes downfield. You're trying to keep the plays alive. You have to feel the rush. You have to understand when that clock's going off. That ball either needs to come out or it certainly needs to be protected.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Throwing is Love. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a second.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll go for it. Love. He's got a man. It's Dobbs. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's 1st and goal. Love to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to be stopped at about the 4. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. On 2nd down. Love. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Trying to connect with Romeo Dobbs that time. And now they'll be looking at 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Love. And he will score! Game on! Tucker Kraft. Touchdown, Packers. That his 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. Extra point try forthcoming. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3. A field goal here in the 4th quarter. This returnable for Wallace. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They'll motion over Flowers. The drive will begin with a run by Mitchell. Look at him stay on his feet as he's able to shimmy his way for a gain of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Another run here with Mitchell. Tough to bring down, and somehow he manages to get 4 yards out of that. Now a 3rd and 2.
Where's up?
Now Jackson, this a designed run.
And a nice job there defensively on 3rd down, not overcommitting to their pass rush. Having a plan for this quarterback as a designed runner, they're able to stop him short of the 1st down.
Ravens sending the punt team out there as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And no run back here. Fair catch taken at the 17-yard line. The Packers offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out there. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and will try to sustain it here down the stretch. This is 1st and 10. Love. That complete to Jacobs. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one. Here comes 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, he fits it into Dobbs. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Here's Love. Open man, left side. He's got it. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs. That's timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their 2nd. Clock stops with 1:06 to go in this one. He's going to run it. Love going to get to the ground, avoid the contact, and pick up a 1st down. That's caught downfield. Dobbs. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
The extra point is up and through. And the Packers have taken a 4-point advantage. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This returnable for Wallace. Oh. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The home team's offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
It is 2nd down and 5. From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. They stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. A 1st down throw for Jackson. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's brought down, but they are out of timeouts. Jackson looking to throw. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play. They'll come up now for 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
One last shot now for Jackson. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And flags come out. That's batted down. It's incomplete.
That's
But
interference.
it looks like early
Defense.
contact. Let's check the call. Here we go. One final play. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. So it's a win here for the visiting Packers. And this long winning streak showing no signs of slowing down. They put one more in the win column with yet another solid performance here. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.